My friends, welcome back to the Smoky Mirror Podcast, where we dive deep into the creative minds that are shaping our culture and inspiring us all. My name is Jordan Jones. I'm your host and fellow creator, and I'm on a mission to spread knowledge and inspiration to help people like you leave your mark on the world. From artists to musicians to entrepreneurs and more, join me as we explore the intentional act of creation and the forces that drive us to do God's work. As always, please shout out our sponsors, www.scut.shop, the #1 up-and-coming streetwear brand, and of course, our supplement sponsor, www.earthsaliva.com. Taste Earth's wisdom. Today, we are in the factory of Become Strong, which is a nutritional, a healthy protein cookie factory built by my friend Hans.
Hey, Jordan, how you doing?
And I'm doing great, Hans. And I met Hans from Symmetry Fitness. They had an event. You guys will know Ahmed and Sean. We did an episode with them. And I ate the cookie. I was like blown away. Anybody who knows me knows I love sweets. I have a really bad problem with chocolate. And so when I saw the chocolate cookies he had chocolate chip, he had brownie, he had apple, he had all types of different flavors. And they were 25 grams of protein in each one. So I was like blown away with the taste. And then, I started talking with Hans. He shared a little bit about his story, and I thought it was incredible. So I'm really excited to learn more and share your story with people, Hans, and then get more into the product that you got.
Thank you for coming to my place.
Absolutely.
It's really a pleasure for me to have you here. I create this product because I was in the deep hole many years ago. 6 years ago. So it was like 2018, 6 years ago. I was depressed. I was in a big depressed, bunch of problems in my life back then. So I was probably seconds to commit suicide. I was very depressed. But the funny part was like nobody realized that I was depressed. It's interesting because I was smiling, talking with my friends, my family, but nobody realized that I was depressed. So, it was at one point like the evil whispered at me, like, kill yourself. You're not worth it. Nobody loves you. So, I was with my pistol in my head one night, New Year's Eve, to be exact. And that night, I prayed to God. I said, God, please, I want to become strong because I can't handle with this situation no more. So I fell asleep. Next day, I was gaining weight, getting fat, like 6 years ago. So I said, you know what? Fuck depressed. I want to start working out again. So I went to the gym, the January the 2nd. So it was interesting because I used to work out. But, when you stop working out and you start again, it's hard. But, I went to the juice bar, to that gym. I said, hey, may I have a protein shake? I said, yeah, of course. $8. $8. Damn, this is a lot of money for me right now, but okay, I pay for that. But I'm a pastry chef, and I have I'm talking about in Costa Rica, because I'm from Costa Rica. So I have my company in Costa Rica, so my factory. But we produce desserts for the biggest supermarket chain in Costa Rica. So that day I went to my factory. I said, you know what? I wanna bake a protein cookie for myself. So I went to my office. I grabbed a protein powder that I have there. So I said, it's easy. I'm a pastry chef. So of course, I know how to bake a cookie. But to bake a protein cookie is totally different. It's in science involved. But, I grab a scoop, I put it into the bowl, and I make the dough, and I bake chocolate chips. So next day I went to the gym, and my guy said, hey, Joe, try this, try that. What is this, Jens? I say, Just eat it. Don't ask me. So that day, my friend said, "Hey, damn, man, this cookie's good. What is inside?" I said, I bake a protein cookie because we're not gonna pay to the.
We're not paying that bullshit.
We're not exactly. So one of my friends said, "Hans, you know what? You have a product here." I said, "No, bro. Just did it this just for hobby, for fun." But I was very depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like 2 days after, the girl from the juice bar said, "Hey, may I ask you a question? It is true that you having a protein cookies?" I said, no, it's just for my guys. No, I don't care you selling your cookies because everybody's talking about your product. So I want your product in the juice bar. I said, "Oh, for real? Yeah, but I don't have no packaging. Don't worry. Just bring me in a Ziploc bags and we're taking care about that." So I brought like a dozen. So she said, next day, sold out. Can you bring me more? So my guy said, "Hey, Hans, I told you, you have a product here." I said, "No, man." So that day I was thinking like the idea, like, oh yeah, probably we have a product here. So I start baking with more flavors. So my depression started going away because my mind started getting busy, you know? So I start baking more flavors. So one of my friends said, "Hey, Hans, you know what? I like to get a espresso shot in the morning, man, because we used to work out around 5:30 in the morning." So I said, "You know what? I think that I can bake a cappuccino one." So I create the coffee mocha cookie. So one day I went to surf with one of my friends. So we went to the beach. So one of the guys ordered a pina colada. I said, I guess that I can bake a crazy colada. Like, I put the name, crazy colada, pineapple with a coconut.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, actually, we have more than 30 flavors.
Wow.
So that was at the Gold's Gym in Costa Rica. So the other gyms start calling me. "It is true that you have protein cookies?"
So word was spreading
Yeah,
around town.
exactly. Word of mouth. I said, so everybody start asking about the product. So, yeah, in that moment, I start feeling excited again because I say, "Oh man, there is a purpose in my life right now." So I started selling my product to all the gyms in Costa Rica. So it's interesting because sometimes the evil, they want you, like to do something wrong in your life. But God had a purpose in my life. So I always said, never give up because I was broke back then. A lot of troubles in my life, bunch of troubles. People don't realize how many troubles I had in my life back then. But, I create this product. That's why I put a Become Strong, because God gave me the strength, to go through everything.
Mm.
And then that's what my guys say, "Hey, Hans, why'd you put that name?" I say, "Man, you don't want to know."
Right.
But it's nice because I always said that at this company, I just run the show. I'm the manager of this business, but the real owner is God.
Mm.
Because I can imagine what if that day, I did something wrong in my life. So look at me here, Miami. I used to live here 20 years ago. No, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back to my country to start my own business. And
Were you baking here in Miami before you went back to Costa Rica?
yes, I know. I used to work as a chef here in Miami.
Okay.
But I moved back to Costa Rica because I want to start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I know from the bottom what is to eat leftovers from the restaurants. I know what is do not have a bed to sleep. I sleep barely in the floor. Yes, I know what is that. I know what is to go to the Goodwill and buy clothes. So people can tell me what is that because I've been through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to the United States at the age of 14 years old by myself. I moved to New York with no family at all.
How did you do that?
Was interested because my background, my father is Chinese, my mom is from Costa Rica. So at the age of 13 years old, I went to visit my family, my relatives in China. So I said, wow, it's nice to fly, you know. It's nice to visit different countries. So at the age of 14 years old, I spoke with my dad. I said, Dad, I want to go to the United States to work. Okay, where are you going to stay at? I say, okay, with Wilbur House. It's one of my friends, my brother's friends. Okay, he used to be a Christian. So my parents say, okay, you want to stay with the Wilbur's house? He's a Christian, right? So he's interested because as soon as I land to the airport, Wilbur was waiting for me outside the airport. But my first impression when I saw him was smoking. I said, what happened with this guy smoking? You know, that happened like 32 years ago. I'm 47 already. So he told me, okay, let's go home. So going home, he said, you know what? We're going to the strip club. The strip club? What happened with this guy? This is not the Wilburs that...
So you knew him from back home. He was a Christian guy.
Exactly. But here...
Smoking and going to the strip club.
Yeah, he took me to New York. I was in New York. So he took me to one of the goggles place. You know, I was 14 years old. He ordered a vodka with the oranges, a screwdriver. Screwdriver, man. He not even drink Coca-Cola. Look at him now drinking vodka with oranges. So I feel so sad that moment because he was something like I really trust. My parents really trust in him. So he told me, I have a bad news. Bad news, more bad news. So you can stay at home. So where am I supposed to stay at? I said, no. I spoke with one of my friends. You want to stay in his house? Okay. So he introduced me with that guy. So very nice guy. But, 32 years ago, okay, so I went to his house. It was 3 Mexicans because the roommates. So they jumped from the couch and say, this guy, he can stay here. Look at it. So he said, how come? He's my cousin. He's going to stay in my room. Okay? So I went to his room. He's smoking weed. 32 years ago, smoking weed. Like, damn, like,
That was like crack back then.
Man, exactly. Now, smoking weed is normal, but 32 years ago, it's like...
Scary.
It's scary, yeah. Mostly in Costa Rica, like, nobody does weed. So I start crying, the floor, like I want to go back home. I said, damn, what I did, man. So I found a job washing dishes.
At a restaurant?
In a restaurant, man.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, I was washing dishes like crazy, crying. And the owner of the restaurant, Happy New Year, with a pile of dishes like this, all dirty. Like, man, I have to wash all these dishes for New Year's Eve. But, the life hit me. Like, I started growing, at the age of 14, taking care of myself, buying for my things, paying rent. It wasn't easy. Life is not easy, man. People sometimes think like life is easy. No, life is not easy. But when you see, all of this, like I build myself, it's nice because, I say, I'm coming from the bottom. I started from the bottom. Nobody gave me anything. So I really appreciate like what God gave it to me because it wasn't for him. probably I wasn't talking to you guys right now. So I'm feel very lucky. Not lucky. I think luck doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's hard work,
Yeah.
and consistency,
Yep.
discipline, commitment is part of the success. Uh, I started this business 8 months ago here in Florida.
8 months ago.
I got the FDA approvals 8 months ago. Yeah. And it wasn't easy because to get a startup and start going door to door, like, I'm the big leagues here in the US, competing with the biggest brands
Right.
around the world. So everybody is trying my product. Everybody loves the product. A lot of people support my business. They say this is a good product. Sometimes people ask me why they taste so good. I always answer it's because when I create this product, I wasn't thinking about you. I was thinking about me because I'm the one who's going to try it. So probably the biggest company, they don't care about the customers. I do because these are my kids. They're my sons. So it has to taste good. So it's interesting how people is calling me every day, like, hey, I heard about your product. Can you come over? Can you visit us? It's nice because every day, as soon as I wake up, first thing that I do is pray. I pray to God every day, man. Like, God, I'm in your hands. Please. I do whatever you want me to do, because when you put God first, I will tell you something. I can guarantee you that everything is going to be fine. Of course, there's always up and downs because life is like that, up and downs. But when you really trust God, that's the key. This is the answer. So it's very important to hold God's hands, and trust Him. Trust the process. Because I already passed the storm, and it wasn't easy, my friend. I know what it is to come here looking for a job, nighttime. I work from 8 p.m. through 7 a.m. In a club. And then come back here, working straight for 7 more hours, baking, visiting clients, sleep for 3 hours, go back to the club. It wasn't easy. But one day, I said, I quit. I want to put 100% my effort into my business. God, I trust you. So since that day, I seen God helping me every day. Yeah. There's a lot of people who approach you like trying to take advantage of you. So you need to be cautious. You need to have the wisdom to recognize what is good, what is not. It was interesting. I can tell you something, guys. Was a couple of guys, 3 guys, they want to become my business partner. And they came here, offered me a good amount of money. Probably a money that I can react because when you start, the cash flow is very important to start the business. But when you have a good idea, there's people who have the money but doesn't have the idea. But if you have a great idea, money will come around sooner or later, but it will be there. So I was baking that day. So I started talking with God. Hey, God, please, I need you to send me a sign because there's 3 guys putting something on the table. So please, I need a sign from you. Like this. Half an hour later, I swear, my cell phone ring with a phone number that I don't know what was the phone number. I say, hey, how you doing? Yes, I tried your cookies. They're very good, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm outside of your factory. Can I buy you some cookies from you? So I saw the guy right there in the window. I said, oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Because I spoke with God, like, God, please send me a sign if I need a partner or not.
Right.
Because you're the owner of this business. I went outside. I came outside. I said, hey, how you doing, bro? Super nice guy. Brand new Range Rover. Super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked me, hey, how did you start this business? I start talking like you guys. I'm talking like you. So do you have partners? And you know what? It's interesting because there's a couple of guys who have offered me. So he told me, don't get business partner like this. Don't get business partner. Maybe later, but not now.
Mm.
So I get chills like, you know what? I already talked to God like half an hour ago, and you came here like this.
Right, that's crazy.
So it was crazy. So I gave it the cookies for free to this guy. I said, you know what? You was the messenger. I said, you know what? I wanna call you tomorrow. He never called me back. Never called me back. I said, okay, God, I asked you for a sign, but it was so quick for you. Like he was expressed.
Too direct. Hold on.
Yeah, he was interested because
Wait, when was this? How long ago was this?
like a month ago.
Wow.
Yeah, like a month ago. Yeah, like this time, probably 2:30. He told me, super nice guy, skin guy, fit guy. He was a black guy, super cool guy, like super nice guy. The car, I said, wow, man, this is a super nice car. He said, thank you, super nice guy.
He said no business partners yet.
He told me like that, like this. I want to tell you something. Don't get a business partner yet.
That's so crazy.
You don't need it. Don't do it right now. He took the cookies. He walked away like that. So, what I'm telling you this is because when you really trust God and you really talk to Him, and you really direct, sincere, He's going to answer you. How? I don't know how, but He did it that day.
Mm.
So, when you get a business, you need to be patient because it's like a baby. Some people, they start a business. As soon as start getting money, he buy a brand new car, he go buy new clothes, new watch. No, you have to wait because you don't ask for money for a newborn baby, right? This is a baby, 8 months old baby. So we need to ask for money. You need to reinvest into the business. This is my advice for people because I used to have my restaurants in Costa Rica. I have my factory in Costa Rica. I left everything behind for chasing a dream because it was interesting because some people came to Costa Rica to offer me business, to bring me here to America. Was a guy from Canada. He came down to Costa Rica to offer me a good amount of money, but he wants the 65% of the business.
Mm.
I said, no way, man. I want to take you to America. I said, okay. What else? Probably he's home in Costa Rica. Like this guy, he not even know what is America, but I want to take you to America. I said, okay, cool. What else? Yeah, but I want the 65% of the business. I said, man, this is my baby. You don't have no idea how this product born. So what's born. But it's good when you start feeling this kind of sensation when people try your product and people like their product and you see the face of that people when they say, man, it tastes good, I feel proud of myself. Like, man, I think that we're going in the right direction.
You were always a pastry chef, so you've been making things that people liked. What was different about the cookies that made it a little bit more special?
It's gonna sound a little crazy, but probably it's because I really love what I do. So when you put passion in everything you do, it's gonna be special. But it's not the same if I'm a wealthy guy and I hire food technologists, sport nutritionists, and I give it the ingredients and say, okay, create a protein bar. They don't care if it tastes good or doesn't taste bad, whatever. But for me, this was my salvation. It's something like I create this product when I was very depressed. When I say depressed, my friend, you don't have no idea what it is to be depressed. Or probably do, but it's hard to say that. So every day when I bake, I'm trying to do my best. You know, trying to make a perfect product to my clients. I don't care if it's only one cookie or it's 1,000 of cookies. You have to taste the same always, because successful people is when people create something, always stay with the same path or still with the same recipe, because it's easier to create something good, but probably in 4 or 5 months it doesn't taste the same. People is not stupid. The palate, the taste buds. People say, oh, it doesn't taste the same as used to taste before, but always trying to keep consistency in my products and trying to do something different, because I think like to be success, you have to be different. Good marketing, right? Is to think out of the box, because it's easier to do a replica or to copy something. It's easy when somebody creates something and you can do the same. But when you do something different, it's what the people are looking for. And I think that part of the success in this product is because we don't add preservatives to our products.
I was actually just going to ask to explain. Can you kind of tell everybody about what makes the product so unique, how you use all these natural flavors and no preservatives in it?
Exactly. Something like we're trying to educate people is to eat healthy. Because right now there's a lot of diseases because the chemicals they add to their products. So our products, we're trying to use mostly natural products. We don't like to add preservatives. So it wasn't easy to keep the cookie fresh. It wasn't easy. But there's two choices: to add a bunch of preservatives, something that I don't want, or start thinking out of the box. Oh man, we need to start doing something different. Why it tastes good? Because this is not a rocket science. It's something like if you use the good ingredients, right, and you have the knowledge, everybody can do it. But sometimes people likes the easy way. But what's the thing? Always when it's easy, there's a line. So you have two choices: hard work, doing something different, or copy somebody else the same recipe and start. You're not creating something as everybody else do the same.
Right.
But why that people going to buy your product if this guy have the original one, the original recipe? You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I'm not talking about the cookies. I'm talking about everything in life. So I think like if you have the $1 million idea, like everybody said, go forward. Don't be afraid. If I did it, everybody can do it. Don't be afraid. And it's interesting. In Costa Rica, 75%, no, 15% population, male population, suffer depressed.
15% of the male population in Costa Rica.
Yes. But what happened when you was a kid? Our parents said, Boys don't cry. Don't be pussy. Guys don't cry. No,
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
We cry.
Yeah.
Of course we cry. Imagine a father without no job, trying to find a job, trying to feed their kids. You know, go back home with no money, man, and put a smile to his face. It's not easy, bro. But it's something like people need to speak up. Hey, man, I'm depressed. Can you help me? You know, listen to me. At least listen to somebody. I've been through that, and it's not easy because, you know, Latin American, Central American people is the macho man. No, man, it's not the macho man. We need to speak up. So I think here in the U.S. it's the same thing. You know, everybody suffers depressed. It's not only me because I spoke with a lot of people who suffer the same, but they don't speak up. So right now there's a lot of stress in life, a lot of issues in life, a lot of things happen you know, so fast. But I will say that always there is a purpose in life. When you're feeling like a rock bottom, like, man, you know, always there is a way out. I can guarantee you that because one of my slogans is been through everything and become strong. That's why you have to become strong. When I say become strong, I'm not talking about the muscles. I'm talking about the mind, you know, because if you have a strong mind, nobody can stop you. I will say that. Life is like I told you before, it's not easy. But you just stick with the plan. And you have a product, you have a business, you have a good idea. Keep going, buddy. You can do it, man. Man, I wasn't born here. I'm 47 years old. I just came back here to Miami a year ago with a business like right now. There's a big companies who wants the product. Who can imagine that? And not even my biggest dreams. Imagine like Amazon, Whole Foods wants the product. At the age of 47.
I bet you didn't imagine 8 months ago that they would be calling so soon, huh?
Exactly. It started 8 months ago. We're fully booked right now with gyms calling us every day. People placing orders from LA, New York, Atlanta. Hey, I heard about your product. Can you send us a box? Boom, boom, boom. I say, I not even know how to ship that boxes to LA, but I'm learning. I'm learning. You know, every day you learn. But sometimes people trying to push you down. Like, man, you can do this, you can do that. Don't give up. I think when somebody tell you that, never tell your dreams. Show them. You know, it's very important to show them. Because sometimes you have a great idea, a nice project, and people trying to push you down. Hey, man, nobody is going to buy this. No, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Listen this kind of comments from people who do something in life. But mostly people who give you this kind of advice to you, they didn't do anything
They're not doing
in
anything.
life. Never. So I never listen to this kind of people. Always trying. I never said my goals. I never said my dreams, mostly to nobody. Because, like I told you, sometimes people trying to, you know, like,
Bring you down.
bring you down, man. Yeah, but right now I would say like life is beautiful. God is blessing me every day, but the most important, God blessing you, but it's hard work. Sometimes I work 17, 18 hours a day straight. Sometimes I not even have lunch or breakfast because I'm totally forget about it because I'm so focused into the business. Like, but you see all the rewards when you do hard work. I can tell you, discipline, consistency. You know, it's it's a bunch of little things. The recipe is like when you bake a cookie. You need to get a bowl, put knowledge, discipline,
Mm-hmm.
consistency, hard work, you know, uh, a lot of hours into, mix it up. That's the result for success. You know, but sometimes people trying to get to be success like, oh man, I'm just waiting for.
They want the instant success in the
Yeah.
microwave.
Yes, yes.
I love your story, Hans. I think it's a great testament of never giving up, trusting and having faith in God, and really believing in yourself too. I love how you started off like, oh, I'm just making it for fun, but then as people were telling you like, yo, I really like this product, like you should keep going with it. You just kept building on it. Went from no packaging and nothing to become strong. The NG is your last name. Like I love all
Yeah.
that. When did you decide to put the filling in the cookie? Like, did that come later? Like, when did
No,
that
no,
come?
no. Since the very first day.
You always had it in
Yeah,
there.
because already, I used to work out. So I try all the protein bars and protein cookies. But I said, I know that I can bake a better cookie than this kind of cookies, man. For sure. I know that I can do this better than. So that day when I baked the cookie, I said, you know what? I'm thinking out of the box. I'm not going to do the same because to do the same, everybody's going to pick the well-known brands. So I had the chocolate filling inside. That's why my guy said, hey, man, what is this?
Yeah, like that is different.
That's different,
That
right?
stands out.
Exactly, because it's a thick cookie. It's a thick cookie. It's a meal replacement cookie.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know anything about the measurements and everything to add into the dough. So I called one of my friends. She's a nutritionist. So I said, hey, can you help me with? Because I'm trying to do an experiment with a protein cookie. And she said, yeah, but I work for the Olympic Committee in Costa Rica. She's the nutritionist for the Olympic athletes.
Wow.
So I need to talk to my boss because I'm not allowed to work with somebody else, right? Because she worked for the government. So she said, yes, okay. We can do it, but there's a but. You need to sponsor the Olympic athletes.
Like, say less.
Of course, yes. So she sent me a list of all the protein powders that we can use because not all the proteins there's allowed to use it because they have doping, you know. So, but back then I don't have no money to buy the tubes of the proteins. Say, man, there's a big list of the protein powder, man. I can't find, like these 7 different brands. So I talked to my guy. I said, hey, bro, can you give me a little bit of the protein of this brand? Yeah, some people gave me, others don't. But until I found the right protein powder, because when you bake a protein cookie, not all the proteins powder tastes good. So I started doing it with her. So with the right amounts and everything. So until we made it. But it wasn't easy. So I said, you know what? I want to add filling inside because I want to do something different. That was the key of the success of my product because the filling. Like right now, the apple pie, it's one of the top sellers because it tastes like the grandmom's apple pie.
Yeah.
It tastes the same. It tastes, I don't know, amazing. People really love the apple pie. Actually, right now, we have like 30 different flavors in Costa Rica.
Wow.
Here, right now, we have like 8 flavors, but we're going moving forward step by step.
Yep.
Because Costa Rica, we have more tropical flavors like passion fruit, pineapple, coconut, all these kind of flavors.
Yeah, me and Chaz were able to taste that passion fruit one. It was good. And like nothing I've ever had before.
Yeah, we're trying to do something different. I create the first pre-workout cookie ever.
Oh, Chaz told me about it too. What's it called?
Black Dragon.
Black Dragon.
Yeah, it's a Black Dragon cookie. It's a dark chocolate with a berry blend sauce. So it's a cookie like you eat that cookie and in 15 minutes you start feeling
Energy.
you start feeling something inside your body like you want to do something like to pump. Yes, it's crazy because I like to create different. Like we create. I think this is the first brownie crisps, the Riddles.
I remember when I met you, you had me try those.
Yeah, this is a 22 grams protein per bag. So it's crazy because this, believe it or not, this is one of the people, the girls really like this product. You know, it's something like when you eat the Pringles, the tube, like I start.
Yeah, the crunching.
Yeah.
It's something nice to snack on for sure. It's so satisfying to crunch
Yeah,
it.
it's nice. And we create a cookie for kids. It's a 12-gram protein. It's a bubble gum flavor, a cotton candy flavor for kids. Because sometimes people just think about the adults, they don't think about the kids. And right now, obesity here in the U.S. is growing every day.
That's true.
So we're trying to take care of our kids.
I love that.
But we have a protein cheesecakes. We have a carrot cake with protein, chocolate cake with protein as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a bunch of products. But
I didn't even know about the cakes, Hans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. For my birthday, I definitely coming over here.
You have to try. You need to try the red velvet cheesecake.
Yeah, that sounds good.
For me, it's easier because as a pastry chef, yes, I have the knowledge how to mix it up, everything. So yeah, people getting crazy when they say, "Damn, this is a New York strawberry cheesecake with protein." I say, "Yes, and no sugar."
No sugar.
Damn, it tastes really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good because I think without the preservatives, you don't get that nasty aftertaste.
Aftertaste, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem because that's the problem with the protein bars and the other protein cookies. When you add a lot of chemicals into that product, you will, like this, you will feel the aftertaste in your throat. Why? Like I mentioned before, big companies, they don't care if it's a good product or a bad product. They care about the green. They care about the money only. I do care. I do care. Because right now, there's a lot of celiacs, people with colon problems, stomach problems, because the chemicals. I don't know if you have an idea, but the strawberries and the pineapples are the most chemicals into dark fruits.
Really?
If you buy a box of strawberries, you need to rinse into a bowl of water for 10 minutes with a scoop of vinegar. I'll sit there for 10 minutes and you're able to eat it because they add a lot of chemicals into the strawberries. The same with the pineapples. There in Costa Rica, there's a lot of pineapple farms. People's around that farms, right now they're suffering for cancer.
From them spraying it all the time.
Exactly. It sucks, the preservatives. So already get a machine, like we injected with nitrogen, the bags. So it's interesting because the nitrogen is going to kill, the nitrogen way more than the CO2, the oxygen. So oxygen is the special ingredient to get mold into the products. So when you injected this bag with nitrogen, they're going to kill all the bacteria inside, and they're going to kill the CO2, the oxygen. So it's going to preserve this cookie freshness for probably up to 6 months.
Without having to add anything to the actual
Exactly.
cookie.
Exactly. So, man, it was, a puzzle, like to think, oh, man, we need to think. what is the best thing to preserve the product fresh until we get that machine. So it's coming. It's coming probably in 1 more month.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Hans, you're like a chef and a scientist at the same time.
Yeah, I learned myself, reading a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
because I wasn't able to go to college
Mm-hmm.
because I was working since I was a kid. But right now with the technology that we have, like you just Google it and boom, you start learning from that. So yeah, it's interesting because sometimes people say, "Oh, yeah, protein cookie, yeah, bake the protein cookie. If you think it's easier, go get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead." But it's not easy. It's how many cookies I throw away, and I throw away. I don't have no money, because I say, okay, I get this protein powder. It cost me $100 in Costa Rica. We're gonna use it. We ate it. Throw it away.
Trash.
When you see the money going away, man, from the
Oh
throat, you
man.
don't have no idea how the pain you feel, man. Like, man, it's not easy. It's not easy. We already did an agreement with the lab. Like, we're gonna came out with the supplements and the products from Become Strong protein powder.
Nice.
The same flavor as this cookie is gonna be the same flavor of the protein powder as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people really love the protein powder.
Nah, man, I can't wait. You just made us a frappuccino, cappuccino,
Yeah,
frappuccino, whatever.
it's a cappuccino, frappuccino because frozen.
Yeah, and he made it. It was with a protein shake, and me and Chaz had it. It was delicious. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So we have the cookies, we have the brittle, and then we're coming out with the protein
Yeah,
powder
actually,
soon.
Become Strong is not a cookie. It's a brand.
It's a brand.
Yes, because we already have the caps, we have the
Shirt.
T-shirts, we
Yeah.
have the leggings for girls, we have socks. It's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
It's a
yeah.
lifestyle. It's something like I said, God, okay, become strong. Whatever you do. If you like hiking, become a strong hiking. If you like to skate, become a strong hiking. The important thing here is to do exercise. To keep your mind busy, like getting stronger every day. Because right now, people are getting addicted to their cell phones. Kids, they're not going out like we used to when we were kids, going out outside.
Right, playing outside
Yeah, playing outside. No, no, no. They stay in their rooms.
on the
Because-
iPad.
Exactly. So become strong in everything you do in life, no matter what. To walk, dance, ballet, yoga, whatever. It's been through everything. It's go through everything and become strong.
Awesome.
It's a message that we want to live to everybody, no matter what, man. No matter what. Believe me, no matter what.
I love that. I've honestly heard your voice in my head become strong. Like I've heard that in my head in the months leading up to it, just sitting on the edge of my bed. Like I need to become strong. Like come on, power through. Like I think that's a great message, and especially for America these days, because yeah, we're getting fat. It's getting to be a problem. People got to get active, and what better way to finish your workout than by eating a protein cookie? Clearly, we like to eat.
Yes, I think like very important thing is right now in this moment is to try to eat healthy, no matter whether you eat the cookie, but to try to eat the proper meals, the healthy meals, like based on your diet, because you can see all over a lot of people getting fat, right? It's easier right now in this moment to eat trash food. Of course, it's good. Trash food tastes good, man. But it is healthy. It's something like you need to start thinking about that, right? So I think the message here, it's no matter what, man. If you're suffering, you have a big pain in your life, like I told you, speak up. Don't let the evil get into your mind, Like 2 months ago, I was riding uh, the bike, the motorcycle. I was to Key West. I was driving back home, and man, the evil in the expressway start talking to me. Kill yourself, like that.
Mm.
I was so stressful that day. He said, kill yourself, kill yourself. I was so stressed. So I started looking at the sunset because it was like this time, 5 o'clock, something like that. I started praying, please, God, boom, 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 you know, and that kind of thoughts go away, you know. It's tough, man, because the evil trying to, he comes to do bad things in your life. So it's a fight every day. It's a fight, man, you know. But I'm not a religious person. I'm not. I'm not a saint either.
Mm-hmm.
But something that I can say is God help me. God listen everybody. You know, something like I can say that I can guarantee that if you really fully trust in God, it's gonna be for you fighting the battle for you. It's something like man, 100% guarantee that.
Right.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for him, man, I
All
couldn't
this
have
wouldn't be
all
here.
this, man.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I'm not a rich guy. You know, I'm not a guy like I'm coming from a wealthy family. No, I'm not. I'm a hardworking person. But I know that if you work hard, your dreams come true,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. Just keep going, keep going. Remember, it's always is up and downs. Sometimes you hear and something happen, boom. But don't worry, it's coming up again, boom. You know, until you reach the goal.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
I love that, Hans. I think this would be a great place for us to wrap up. Where can people buy some cookies or put an order in if they're trying to shop?
Yeah, we have our website is www.bngnow.com, or you can follow us on the Instagram as become.strong.us. Right now, we have a kind of issue with our website because there's a lot of people placing orders,
Mm-hmm.
so people can place the orders from the from the Instagram page as well.
Got it.
Or some people send us a WhatsApp message from the Instagram. They
Mm-hmm.
send it direct to our cell phones, so they place the orders from there, and there we ship in nationwide.
Very nice.
I learned how to ship, and for a good price. So I learned, you know,
Awesome.
first time when I started shipping, it cost me a lot of money.
You
But
were like,
now,
oh, hell no.
yeah, I already spoke with the FedEx and the USPS. Yeah, they gave me a flat rate, so it was great.
Nice.
Yeah, it's interesting because we have customers in Panama, Colombia, Spain, Italy,
Mm.
and right now, customers from Atlanta, LA, New York. So imagine this product from Costa Rica right now here in the US. So who
Oh,
can imagine that?
it's going everywhere. It's going across the globe.
Yeah, exactly. I have this product in Iceland.
Wow.
You know, I don't know where the hell is Iceland, but they sent me the picture from Iceland.
Yeah, they
So,
love it up there.
yeah, from Iceland, Alaska. Yeah.
That's awesome. Man, I just want to give you your flowers, Hans, because you're just a great, beautiful spirit. Like you've been, every time I meet you, you give me all this free stuff. Tell me, oh, try this, try that. And I just really appreciate your energy. I love hearing your story. I think it's a beautiful testament of just believing in yourself and not giving up and having faith in God. I think that's beautiful. And I love what you're building. I love to see the progress too. Soon we're going to be in stores, all 50 states.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully, yeah. Soon, yeah. I know that I'm a patient guy. I said, like, when God, you have the last word. As soon as you get this product into the retail stores or Amazon, yeah, I know it's gonna come soon, but I'm a patient guy. I learned to be patient because when you're in a rush, man, it takes time. You know, to walk, you need to crawl first.
Mm-hmm.
To run, you need to walk first. So yeah, we're not even a year already, but look at us.
Look at you now.
Yeah, we're baking a lot every day. Everybody's getting crazy with the product. Uh, I think people really like the product. It's good.
I think so too. And the sky's the limit, Hans.
Yeah,
Sky's the limit.
exactly. Sky's the limit. Yeah, but it's look at me, man. I'm Hispanic guy, uh, barely speak English, and look at me here, you know.
Right, you're on a podcast now. You speak good enough English to do that. So hey,
Yeah, but it's interesting because God is blessing me every day with different things. Like you guys, I really appreciate the support that you guys gave me. It's something that I never forget. I always said that I write it down all the people who was with me at the beginning.
that's right. Remember me when you
No,
on.
no, I got your name already, man. You know,
Yeah.
I got your name already, and I have a few names already.
Great.
Yeah, and I know that good things coming soon.
Absolutely.
Yes, because yeah, you need to trust yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yeah, I already wrote a list. Like a friend of mine who helped me, who support me. I wanna do this for him. Another guy, because sometimes I do tricky questions when I'm being around them. Like, so bro, what kind of car do you like? So my boy said, one of the guys said, "Oh man, he's an old man." He said, "Man, I like the Camry, but the brand new whatever, boom, boom, boom." Okay, perfect. Why? No, 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 just
Just wondering.
exactly. Another guy, I asked you to my best friend, Glenn. I asked him, "Hey man, how much do you owe to your house?" I said, "Hey man, oh whatever." Why? No, 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 just to let you know. Like, I want to know. That's it. I write it down. This kind of things because you have to never forget the people who help you.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in the top, never forget where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
This is very important because sometimes people forget about that. And to get to the top is easy, but to keep to the top, you need to control yourself. Always being down to earth, is very important. Always keeping humble. Never forget your roots, where you're coming from, right? So yeah, I have your name, just name in my list already.
Nice.
Yes, uh, it's for me a pleasure because I always said like, if I go up, everybody's going up with me.
Everybody's going up. Yeah.
That this is my thing in my mind. Like I always said, if I go up, man, it's Japanese people.
Mm-hmm.
You put a lot of crabs into the basket, and the next day there's no crabs into the basket because one crab help each other to get out to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
So for me as a Chinese, we're trying to help my people to get out to the basket. Always I've been thinking like it's a win-win, like everybody wins in the business. So I will never forget the people that are doing something for me. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
It's funny, we're over here changing the batteries, but I really feel like we can wrap it up right now, fellas. But I would love to just get like one last frame. How's that? You was doing a great job, Hans.
Thanks.
Saying you was nervous, but you seemed like a pro. So yeah, I mean, that was really great, Hans. You walked us through all of it. Again, bng.com if people want to place an order.
bngnow.com.
bngnow.com
Yeah.
and then become.strong.us
That's
on
correct.
Instagram.
That's correct. Yes.
Awesome. And then any last words for the people?
God bless you. Always chasing their dreams. Never give up. Never listen to people to trying to bring you down. Everything is possible if you trust in God and you put the 100% effort in whatever you do. This is my advice to everybody. you know. And remember, go through everything and become
I'm strong. Nice. I love it.
Thanks.
All right. That's a wrap.